And welcome to NSG News. In the interest of Ghana must work, Ghana can work. We want Ghana to work. Please subscribe to the channel, like the video, forward to other Ghana-loving Ghanaians. Collectively, we'll bring Ghana to where we want it to be. Speaking facts with boldness, with integrity. This is the hot seat, where we keep it straight, sharp, direct to the point. No partisan sentiments, just purely country and people. Welcome. U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris in Ghana. We're sure by now she is left or about to leave the country. And her arrival has brought a controversy, something that has already been an issue. Her arrival has ignited that fire again. And on the hot seat, we're wondering, the U.S. Vice President or the U.S. government flown, on the hot seat, we want to call it Air Force 2. Probably that's what they call it. The hot seat, we're not sure. But if the president flies Air Force 1, then the vice president should be flying Air Force 2. So with American taxpayers' money all the way to Ghana, one thing on their mind is to project LGBTQ+ at the expense of all the difficulties Ghana is going through economically, infrastructurally. That is all Kamala Harris arrived in Ghana to promote. That is quite insulting. We still have people in Ghana now who don't have access to basic medical care. Villages are not linked with proper roads, towns to cities, so that our farm produce could be brought into the cities. Is a difficult task. And after flying all those distances to America, all Kamala Harris, the Vice President of the United States of America, is in Ghana to promote its LGBTQ+. No wonder previously, as carried or reported by Amanin, an activist in Ghana, on the fact that $200 million aid was given to Ghana, and directives were 50 million of that money should be used to help or support MSM, men sleeping with men, in buying lubricants and condoms, at the expense of the fact that when the rain really falls in Accra, the last time there was flood in Accra, the less talked about it, the better. It's quite painful. We are not saying the responsibility is on America to make Ghana develop. In as much as that responsibility is not America to help Ghana develop, there's no responsibility on them either, or authority or power granted them to come and ride roughshod over our values, culture, and tradition. Ghanaians are not doing anything to anybody. Ghanaians know what is right for them. And our policymakers, our lawmakers, work in the interest of the people. Interesting enough, our president stood there and on the hot seat, trembling in his boots. After Kamala Harris said that U.S., after those journalists that they brought from America purposely to come and ask questions in the interest of the ideology that they want to impose on us. And she kicks off to say, yes, that's U.S. position. Yes, keep your position in your country. Do what you want to do in your country. But don't come to Ghana, visiting skating parks. How good that is to Ghana's economy, I don't know. And that just for show. But anyway, not only that, Kamala Harris said the U.S. government wants to institute, on the hot seat, we call it this way, wants to impose a resident advisor. Now, if I need advice, I'll come asking for one. And maybe except our president and the government has gone to America and asked for one. This is why they want to come and institute a resident advisor to Ghana. No, we call it a resident taskmaster. This is how it started in those days. For Ghana to be colonized, this is how it started. Are we going back to the colonial days? Why should we be instituting advisor on the Ghanaians? If we need one, we will ask, except our president has come begging for one we are not aware of. But the last time the hot seat checked, we didn't go asking America for a resident advisor. The hot seat, we came across a report that Honorable Samuel Okudzeto said that America is trying to make amends for how, during the era of Donald Trump, Africans were neglected. What do you mean, Honorable Ablakwa? We've always respected you, but this your statement seems to suggest that NDC is not coming to do anything different. NDC is not going to try to take the sovereignty of Ghana back from all this Western pressure. What do you mean? That means we willingly just go and bow to the West. We willingly invite them in to dictate to us what is or what is not, so that you can take printed dollar, called money, at the expense of all the resources that we have. It seems like our leadership is a tragedy. We are not doing anything to make viable the resources we have. We don't want to do any work. We just want to enjoy. This is why our leaders keep going to borrow printed American dollar that is being speculated around that its time is come to pass. The time of the American dollar is done and dusted. That is the report. So they print money and hooked Ghana and the rest of Africa to it to give their money value. We're not going to dwell too much on this. Kamala Harris and U.S. government's behavior in Ghana is unacceptable. As you will know, hot seat, we are the authoritative, patriotic channel of Ghana. Because all the rest of the channels in Ghana, all the media houses are dead, celebrating, jumping, because the U.S. vice president, the first lady vice president of the United States is in Ghana. What did she come to do? How much value is she adding to Ghana? Yes, promising 100 million. Yes, another set of printed paper with strings attached. No, Honorable Samuel Okudzeto, Donald Trump believes in sovereignty. Leave countries to manage themselves. That's what he did. And I think that is right. So if you and NDC is coming to office or trying to come to office just so that you can wield the sovereignty of Ghana to the West so they dictate to us, we might as well carry on with what we have at the moment. The only person that is vocal about this issue is Honorable Sam George, Nigo Pram Pram MP. Is he the only person that understands that Ghanaians have values? Why? What's the matter with us? Is he the only one? And then all our president can say is that, oh yes, the bill is going through parliament at the moment, but even that, if it gets passed by the parliament, he will have to rectify it. Mr. President, are you threatening us Ghanaians that when it comes to you, you're not going to rectify it? Is that what you're trying to say? And that seems to have angered the Speaker of Parliament, so he came out to say some things. Leave Ghana alone. Before the slave trade, Ghanaians, our forefathers, were comfortable to marry 4, 5, 6, all because of human resource. A woman can carry fetus for 9 months, so for 9 months she can't get pregnant anymore. But a man with 9 wives, 10 wives, or whatever, can give birth to 10 children in a year. So they have resources because they were farmers, they were herdsmen, they need resources. But we've managed to come to a point where we've criminalized a man being able to marry many. Of course, our traditions are still there. But just to hit something right there. African values are not good enough. Or the values of Ghanaians that we cherish is not good enough. Everything that is brought from the world should be shoved down our throat. And our leaders, our political leaders, seems to be moved by the promise of printed American fiat currency. Get your grips together. It seems like there's no coming Nkrumah in our time anymore. No iota of patriotism. What is that? This is the hot seat. It's unacceptable the behavior of the US government and their Vice President Kamala Harris in Ghana, imposing on us what they think is right. No, Ghana, we know what is good for us. Sam George, don't give up. Sit up and do what is right. We all have rights, and no one's rights is going to be violated in Ghana. And our values, it's not going to be disregarded either. Mr. President, it's quite interesting that you stood there to say, even if the policy passes through Parliament, it will come to you to rectify. Are you threatening you will not? That question comes back to you one more time. Anyway, this is the hot seat. We thought to talk about this. On the NSG News, there's a short, precise article on this matter. Have a read. NewsGH.com. Till we come your way, God bless Mother Ghana. Long live the Fourth Republic. And we pray and hope our lawmakers, our MPs, will not cower and bow to this pressure from Kamala Harris and the White House of United States of America. Come off your partisan horses. Come off the inferiority complex. When we hear it from the West, then we have lose our sense of righteousness, our sense of being, and bowing head over toes because of American fiat dollar. Because that's the only thing. We've been promised 100 million. Therefore, we should sell our values. We should sell our conscience. America, we did not ask for an advisor. We can advise ourselves. It's quite insulting that we say we are a sovereign country. America is saying that we cannot manage ourselves. Therefore, we are sending you, we are going to give you somebody to decide on what you do or not do. And our leaders are quiet about this. Our media is quiet about this. See you in our next episode. Stay blessed. Long live the Fourth Republic. Bye for now.